Welcome, brewers. We had a suggestion from a friend of mine in the comments of the last one asking for a Is It Lutri deck, and I threw this together. I'm not expecting it to do anything too crazy. I mentioned I'm not great at building mana bases, but I looked at what kind of Jeskai Control is doing right now, and they're kind of on the 5-color thing for leyline binding. So we're on the 5-color thing for a single copy of leyline binding. And the one other card I can think of that cares about domain, which is tribal flames. So one copy of that as well. Otherwise, keeping it pretty standard, solid Jeskai control cards, regular looking stuff in the sideboard. I'm not expecting a lot of greatness out of this one. It's a first draft, but if you want to check it out with me, we're going to play some games. All right, we're on the play. Let's see what our very first hand with this deck looks like. Oh Lord. Let's see what our very second hand with this deck looks like. Okay. I'm liking the Is It version a little bit more, but we'll see what happens. I think I'll put back the One Ring. Some fetch lands would be nice. I've heard they're really great at sort of letting you pick and choose what colors you find. Uh-oh. Well, if they have creatures, they get to take Scolding. If they have non-creatures, they get to take Veto. This isn't good. And the moon as well. I should have mentioned this in the deck tech. You guys are probably like, this is crazy. Oh, wow, they take moon. Why are you playing moons along with the Triumphs thing? You gotta let it go. You gotta pick one or the other. But I'll have you know, the list I copied the mana base from was on 2 Blood Moons in the main deck, believe it or not, with 4 Leyline bindings. So, and they went like 6-1 at some big qualifier. So, surely they built a perfect deck. And what the heck? I mean, we gotta counter this, right? We can't let them have a Hobbit from Lord of the Rings hitting me. I feel like the matchmaking algorithm tried to bail me out with this opponent, but yeah. But uh, this deck is not willing to be bailed out. Oh no. All we need is a fetch land. The algorithm was like, oh man, this deck looks brutal. Let's help this guy out a bit. Let's have you play against Lord of the Rings, Sealed Pool, and fetch lands. Okay. This is not looking good. Alright. Let's see if we can draw some better lands in the next game. Man, I don't know. What do you bring in against Nazgul deck? Surgical. Like in surgical extraction, they're Nazguls. Alright, we're gonna surgically extract the Nazgul's game plan this game. Other than that, I can't imagine these moons are great. The opponent thought's using my blood moon with no way to cast it in hand. And their deck didn't even look that scared of blood moon, but alright, this hand is gonna do a bit more. I'm confident. Question is, how much do we value our life total? As in, are we gonna consider on this first turn? I'm gonna keep the life total high and just play this. I probably could have taken out this veto. Yeah. Wait, did I forget to put Phyrexian Metamorph in this deck? Might be really hard for me to survive with the ring in play. Because I don't have Otawaras either. We'll see. Tide Hollow Sculler. Say hello to the most powerful counterspell of 2017. Inquisition. I'm considering just drawing 2 cards here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Come on, let me keep the shark. Dang. RIP shark. I think I'm gonna ice the white source this turn. They didn't have much going on last turn, so I don't know. Alright, that's a powerful card. But they had 3 mana last turn. I think I like Faf. The ring tempts you. Alright, it's fairy time. Playing blue-red, I've had to be on the other side of this planeswalker for so long. Now I finally get to cast him. Oh, I'm a fool. Or I needed to tap that white. Okay, never mind. Yeah, the mana might be significantly harder versus the 2-color version, but oops, I am not great at building complicated mana bases that are more than 2 colors. So that's the reason for that. Nazgul. More ring tempting. I think they just played a different artwork. Maybe I'm tripping, but I think they just... I guess it is optimal to play one of each Nazgul artwork because it looks really cool. But I think I do now know that they have 2 different Nazguls. Wow. Powerful cards. Yeah, I mean, I would probably just split these like this, right? Nice. They gave me a land. A little bonus land. Let's grab our Raugrin Triome. I guess Zagoth's probably better, but for some reason I was thinking I might need double red. I don't know why. Okay, so we can have Solitude and Dovin's Veto up. This is great. These are some of the cards I haven't gotten to play with in a while, like Solitude. Oh, that's the reason why I didn't get Zagoth Triome, because I need double white. So as soon as they have... I should read this for y'all that don't know this card, but since it reads whenever the ring tempts you, each copy says whenever the ring tempts you, put a 1/1 on each wraith you control. It like scales multiplicatively. So I need to kill this first one before the second one comes down, or they'll both get +2/+2. They're on the 3rd step of the ring. Now we finally get to finish our domain. Portable hole. Suppose we probably can just start with a main phase deluge. Alright, I like that. What are the stats on this? 2/3 ring bearer. So we can't block it. We do have instant speed supreme verdict up. Or we can make a fable token that can block it. I'm gonna do the instant speed verdict because I think they probably want to play another Nazgul before combat. Yeah. The ring has fully tempted them. These things get huge. Oh, I made a mistake and I let them loot. Oops. I'm also lucky I left myself verdict mana. I wasn't thinking about it too closely. Opponent does some fetching and plays another Nazgul. Makes sense. Alright, that's a good draw. Let's start with our land and a fable. I think I'm gonna bounce Nazgul. Just keep being annoying. Spreading seas. Yeah, let's shut off their Shinko, Death Storehouse. So our good snap targets are off, Consider, Remand, Archmage's Charm, Logic Knot. We have a lot. But which one do I want to do? Or do I want to do any of them? Kind of like Snap Remand. Just draw some more cards. We can also... Oh, we already used our Teferi Bounce. I was thinking we could rebuy Snapcaster. Okay. They're not gonna recast Nazgul unless, do they have a land? Nope. Okay. Well, we've got an answer for it next turn. I'm gonna be honest, this deck feels really not like I do not need to really be worried about it. I think the collected company Nazgul deck that Saffron Olive played looked a little bit more potent, but maybe it's a bad matchup. I do have a very, very cool Lutri Tribal Flames for 10 damage at instant speed because of Teferi Plus. I could have subtletied that Nazgul and I would have had lethal. Oops. I'm gonna go face just because it seems fun. Killing Nazgul maybe could be better, but there we go. Lethal. I don't even know if I have any fetchables left. I got one. Yay, everybody loves when the otter gets in for lethal. Oh my gosh, I've been playing this whole time not on full screen. I'm sorry, folks. Hope you can see a little better now. Wow, that game did not feel like we were in very much trouble. But we did lose game one pretty quick, and I can certainly see how we lose. I don't think anything here is better than what we're currently doing, even though, gosh, we have some really dead cards. With Portable Hole and the negate effects, maybe Flusterstorm's better than, Dress Down's better than Dovin's Veto. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. We could Chalice on 3 to take them off Nazgul. That would be funny. I think if we're getting to turn 6 with nothing on the board, though, we are happy enough. His hand looks good enough. Can fetch a Triumph turn 1. Dress down the first Nazgul they play to stop the tempt. Don't mind that draw either. Haha, this might be awesome. I was hoping I'd get to draw a surgical. So now I'm not gonna ice them. If they Nazgul, I dress down it so that it's only a 1/2. Oh, they've got something here. Bowmasters? Samwise is stout-hearted. This is in my end step, so if I dress down, it stays for their turn, which is kind of awesome. If they Nazgul. Get me for 2. Douthie Voidwalker. Dang. Well, we got a good Fury set up. Does that get exiled or not? It doesn't. It's kind of an interesting case. Suppose I'm gonna do Fury pitching Tribal Flames. I think I'm just gonna play a Seed Shark first. I maybe should have said something in the deck tech about surgical extraction because you don't really see it as much anymore. But back when I was getting into Modern and Hogak was big, I played it a lot in blue-white and I just loved it as like instant speed, 0 mana. Sometimes you could use it as sometimes you could even just use it as a, what's that card called? Cabal Therapy. If you knew something was in their hand and you're late in the game where they had a copy in their graveyard. Because Surgical, unlike the new versions of this, they don't draw to replace. Just so you know. So we can fire this, we can do a whole bunch of things. Binding costs 3, we could binding it. I don't hate binding it, because I get a 6/6 shark. Phyrexian. Oops, I misclicked, missed my attack. Hopefully it doesn't matter. Oh man. I guess, yeah, they probably take Fire Ice. Otherwise I just get the card back. Alright, I think it's time to get in there. Oh no, my 6/6. It's a good draw. We could surgical to make a 1/1 and just take a look at what they have in their hand. Since we have snap surgical if we ever actually need. Yeah, why not, right? Surgical, targeting, Blood Chief's Thirst, what the hell? We also get to take a little look at their deck. We make a 1/1. Show the hand. Hey, we hit one. They've got 2 nazguls, a Boromir, Surge of Salvation, and none in the deck. So yeah, if our opponent finds a land, we get to mana leak their Nazgul and then take all of them. Seems pretty good. They did not. Suppose we get to make more incubates. And they scoop. Alright, algorithm gave us an easy one because they knew we were playing something new. I know I was doing some joking, but it is kind of crazy when you're playing against like a top tier modern deck, pretty much all of them, you never have a moment where you can let them just like take a turn and feel good about it. But against a deck like that, you're just never not. I don't want to sound like I'm putting this guy on blast. It seems like a fun deck, but there's just never a moment where you're like feeling under pressure, I guess. I mean, I did lose a game, so I obviously can't talk too much, but like every other deck, you're either terrified they're gonna slam a one ring that you can never get off the table, or resolve or a cascade spell that wins the game on 2 turns, or that kind of stuff. It's kind of nice to have a bit of time to just relax and draw answers. All right, maybe time for something a little more scary. Don't love this hand, but does all we can ask for. Monastery Swift Spear. I haven't played kind of blue-white versus burn in a long time. I do not know if I'm supposed to pitch this Solitude now. Obviously, Reprieve is pretty bad against a deck that's a bunch of 1-drops. I think I'm ready to... Yeah, I'll Solitude. I'll Solitude this Goblin guy, or this Swift Spear. I'll Solitude the Swift Spear here. I don't mind getting a few flips for lands. Verdict. That's gonna be slow. What if I wait to pitch Verdict? Is that crazy? I'm gonna take the 2 damage here. Might be crazy. Wow. I don't like seeing my life total at 12. That, for some reason, that number is lower than I expected. So now I have Reprieve and I can Solitude pitching the Verdict because I don't think I'm gonna get there. The rest of the cards in my hand, I have an easier time seeing myself casting. Roiling Vortex. Seems like a pretty good thing to Reprieve. It's not a terrible draw. Come on, show me a land. Alright, nice. Now let's pitch the Verdict. And exile the Swift Spear. Tribal Flames. I think I like just getting the... Oh, I can't get this Fable down without fetching. Dang. Mana proving to be awkward. Okay, well if I fetch the Triome, I can Binding. Although unfortunately, I think I want to be binding this Roiling Vortex rather than this Goblin Guide. So this Goblin Guide's gonna have gotten me for 6 this game. There's an opt on top. Yeah, I said I am gonna let that hit. We get our Raugrin Triome. We take the 2. And we Binding. It's too bad losing Solitude is our... Can we just shuffle that to the bottom? We did. Empty Geobug. So we've got options. We've got lots of options. I'm trying to think, how do we actually win? And I think that might be a Lutri copied Tribal Flames, but we're gonna need to get them lower first. So maybe the answer is just hold up Subtlety. And try to catch this Goblin Guide with it. Obviously, playing creatures in a control type deck against burn kind of just gives them targets for their potentially dead in hand Searing Blaze, but that's kind of something you gotta take the risk. If he's got it, he's got it. Think he might got it. Yep, looks like they've got it. Oh, they don't even. Yeah, okay. Well, looks like it didn't matter what we had. This is weird. Ah, makes sense. Okay. We get our one ley line, would be awesome to find. We get Chalice is not terrible. What is terrible though? I'm gonna take out Magus. I'm actually gonna keep in Blood Moon. I've sort of learned it can do something. They don't normally run basic planes. What else is really bad? There's got to be something. The One Ring is really bad. Okay, keep the rest. See if we can find this single copy of Leyline. It's not there, but I like this hand. Would really like them to not play a turn 1 creature. Actually, even if they do play a turn 1 creature, I think I'm just gonna fetch a Triome and bolt it rather than fetching a Shock and Stern Scolding. Perfect, they don't have one. We don't have to pick. That was a mistake. I think I should have played the Mystic Gate. No, the Mystic Gate also doesn't let me Scalding and Bolt. Either way, I can't do that. Yeah, that's fine. We're not mana leaking bolts quite yet. We will mana leak this because they can't have a creature. That Fiery Islet is very interesting. I wonder if it's just a 5th copy of the red-white one or if they've got some kind of spicy blue cards. I don't know. Maybe that's standard. I haven't looked at a burn list in a while. This one will hit me. Maybe I should have spent this turn putting Lutri to hand. Yep, that's annoying. Oops. Let's pick up our companion, which unlocks Commandeer. Commandeering a Lightning Helix would potentially be huge. Sunbaked Canyon, that's the name of it. I wonder if Fiery Islet is just an extra copy of that. Alright, I think I'm going to commandeer this one. We're getting too low. Pointed at you. Alright, we're gonna get to have a Solitude if we can survive. They really had a creatureless draw. Perfect burn hand. Just pure damage. You know, when I was putting this deck together, there was what's that card called? Something meditation or something? That Modern Horizons 2 white instant, gain 2 life, you gain hexproof. And I was thinking, man, what are the odds I play against burn? Because I haven't played against burn in a while. But here we are, I didn't put it in. They have Boros Charm as their last card. I'd be impressed, but also they got me. Wow. Okay. I've been burned. Burn's one of those decks I personally never really get too upset losing to because it's like, well, we both played our hands and what happened happened. I think in general I mind losing to the fast decks where I fail to stabilize more than I hate losing to long games to opponents who just slowly bury me in card advantage with something like a Ren in 6 or a One Ring or Karn the Great Creator. If a fast stick gets under me, it's like, okay, well, nothing I did really impacted this too much. Oh my gosh, we're cursed. I just said I haven't played against Burn in so long. This is kind of the dream hand with Chromos Seed Shark and a bunch of pitch stuff, but we're really gonna need to draw the mana for it. Land here would be amazing. Let's go. Fantastic. I think Chrome Seed Shark is gonna single-handedly win this game. This is gonna be one for the all-time Lutri highlight books. This hand is so funny. Could not have asked for better cards to draw. So we're gonna start with a Commandeer to point this actually at the Swift Spear. Pitching Veto and Snapcaster Mage. Incubate 7. Do you have an instant to trigger prowess? You do. Bolt face. Alright, I'll let that one resolve. Alright, can't attack. They can attack? They're on gut shot, or is this mind games? This is scaring me. It has to be mutagenic growth, in which case, well, I mean, if it's gut shot, they still trade, which I don't mind. Did they forget about the mark's damage, or was that I was gonna I was gonna take it. I was really scared of that. Let's island cycle. I guess maybe we didn't have to, but I don't see them dealing 14 points of damage in a turn when we have force up. Yeah, this hand is just hilarious for what happened. I guess I probably should have kept Lorien revealed, and I don't need to do this yet. I should have kept Lorien revealed, pitched that to force, and then held up Logic Knot, making another massive. But yeah, okay. That, we had the exact number of cards, and they were all the perfect color. That was just awesome. Flusterstorm. Did I maybe forgot to bring in Flusterstorm last game? I think I did. Or last match. Oops, sorry friends. Again, we're gonna cut Magus. We're gonna cut the One Ring. And we're gonna cut Prever Remand, maybe? Sure. Well, we have another kind of funny shark hand. This one's gonna be much slower. I'm gonna keep, no, I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, don't love this. I'm really hoping to draw the ley line, but we'll keep this hand. It's not good, but I can at least kill a goblin guide on turn 2 after it hits me for 4. Whoa, is this exclusive art? Don't recognize it. They reveal Commandeer. Pretty bad card to have them know about. Suppose I could play the fetch. Yeah, wait, I'm gonna need red mana anyways, so I might as well get the Jeskai trial. Oh lord, can't commandeer those. Free land. Remand. No time for that. Shoot one of these. We're gonna need him to assume, or them to assume. I don't know. It really sucks that this commandeer was revealed, because it'd be great to point a burn spell at one of these creatures. They gotta fire one eventually, right? Yeah. So I'm only ever... Oh wait, we can do the Teferi thing. We can shut off this Rift Bolt. This is awesome. And I'm still able to just bounce one of these now. I think I want to, right? The only thing it's going to shut off by being in play is another Rift Bolt. So yeah, I'll bounce the Swift Spear. Ooh, that's a good card to pitch. Interesting, so they want to ferry off the table. I don't know exactly why, maybe just to open up their, classic burn mind games a bit. Play their burn spells on my turn, but they did give up 2 damage for it. Oh, I don't have double blue yet. Yeah, well, remanning this does pretty much 0. Lava Spike. They're playing around my... Oh, I can mana leak this one. They're playing around my Commandeer pretty well, that's for sure. That one is going to let me get the Goblin Guide out of here. They scoop the match. That's pretty premature. I've only got one card in hand, and they're about to hit me down to 7. Oh well. Some people don't like to play it out. Alright, 2-1 with the new deck. We beat Burn 2-0, and we lost to Burn 2-0. I've been getting a lot of premature concessions recently. I wonder if it's because of the psychic damage of losing to a singleton list. Something to look into, perhaps. Alright, we're on the play. This hand is missing a fetch land really badly. This would be great with just one fetch land of any kind, but I'm gonna put it back. Okay, this one's good. We don't have a white card to pitch, so I'm gonna put back Solitude. Valakut. It's a good draw. Do we mana leak or do we hold ice? I think I like holding mana leak. And if they don't play anything, we just ice them on end step. Play that run in 6. Alright, now don't have another run in 6. I'm gonna plus. I think that's probably smart. I said not to have another one of these. Alright, so Secluded Thicket means it's most likely the pretty standard scapeshift. I think I'm gonna minus now just to get this card. No, I'll plus again. The removal is gonna be damage based, so having this high is important. I think this is going to be a classic sacrifice of our otter friend. I just cannot let this guy get too above 4 loyalty. Or else I don't know what we're gonna do about him. I was ready for that to be another run in 6, and I was gonna get really, really excited. Alright, we gotta find something. I sense the scapeshift is incoming. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 mountains. They need. Ooh, I forgot this was in the deck. This card's awesome. And it's just in time. Protection from everything. That sounds pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now their mountains are bolts. Uh-oh. Goodbye, Teferi. What the? Uh, uh, uh-oh. We're in trouble. Their mountains are double bolts now. Come on, Moon. No Moon. Not looking good. Okay, we get to Ice Primeval Titan. Take a ton of damage. Okay. Not what we wanted to see there. Oh, Wish gets Scape Shift. Okay, you got us. Oh. Dryad? Do they have more land drops to make? Oh my gosh. We take 9 here and then they fetch, we take 9 more. Disgusting. Okay. Leyline's good. Crumble to Dust is good. I'm gonna try Flame Blitz to kill it turn 2, run in 6. This is gonna be new in the sideboard. We're gonna see what we like, if we like it or not. Alpine Moon's obviously pretty good. Let's cut. I don't know what to cut. Man, we had a lot of outs, kind of. Let's cut Path to Exile. We don't want to ramp them. Let's cut I guess we'll cut our bolts and our flames and our portable hole. Kills Renin 6, but maybe I'm too worried about Renin 6. Yeah. I got answers to Renin 6. Oh, we're on the play, right? Okay. Some good cards here. Valakut. Let's just play the basic. We might be fetching a Triome next turn. Sweet. Let's remand this for now and then spell snare it later, I think. Yeah, we're gonna most likely fetch a Triome here. Veil of Summer. Pretty early to use that, but I think I want to counter it. We'll get a basic in case we find the moon. It's probably the scariest card in the deck post board. We're drawing more answers. Shock this steam vents not suspiciously at all. Perfect. I was gonna say out loud, that is, unless, please, no second veil, please. Sweet. Let's opt. Don't need more lands. Yes, Blood Moon. Hooray. Do we jam it or do we wait one more turn to get this deluge off? I like the deluge option because we did not make it easy on ourselves with our current lands under a Blood Moon. One ring. Cool. Actually not cool. Scary. Maybe I should have deluged in response in case I found exactly forced blue card. Oh, that can kill the ring. Yeah, that can kill the ring. Or wait, no, we didn't play our Zagoth Triome. It can't kill the ring. Well, this is tough. Do we wait another turn? We have snap options available. We're gonna have to pay 4 mana and then, yeah, we have enough mana for moon and it ending next turn, so I'm gonna give it one more turn. So we've got snap, remand, opt, spell snare. This looks like a good one to spell snare. All right, let's see if our opponent has the answer. That was a nice draw if our play works out. White, blue, black, red. 4 colors. Here's a moon. Decides to crack for a dwarven mine. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Let's see what they can do about this. Okay. Well, they've got a lot of cards. I'm not feeling... Ugh, jeez. We did so much work to set up... And they found a forest. We did so much work to set up that prismatic ending plus Blood Moon. Aha. Maybe helpful. Oh my gosh, why did I tap like that? I guess, no, that's fine. I had forgotten about Deluge in the yard, but I can't play the moon and Deluge, so. Unfortunately, the Magus is pretty easy for them to bolt. Oh, or they can just completely remove both of the restrictions with a single card. Although, wait, it doesn't stop, or the Valakut still isn't a Valakut, so. That's good, but is Deluge better? I think Deluge is better. Actually, because of how layers work, I'm gonna make this play. Because of how layers work, if I reapply one of these effects, my opponent's lands will be back to mountains. Fun fact. Timestamps. They still have the one forest, but this shuts off. You can no longer cast Primeval Titan. 3 bird encounters. I'm gonna take both. I'm scared of Renin 6 ping killing this, and then a disenchant or something on the moon, so I don't think the 1 damage is worth it. Boseiju. First half of the lock is gone. And I got a feeling this second half may not be much longer. Wish. There must be something in there. Sheltered Thicket. Is that off Wish? No. Yeah, there it is. Well, that was silly. Why would they play the land first? Oh, they have 2 land drops, but still. They found a fetch land. Ugh. Looks like we're gonna be dying. Explore. Oh, Tri Builder. They did have run in 6, but they're gonna take 3 to ring. I think we need to draw exactly Bolt. Have we played our Bolt yet? Bolt, Lutri, Bolt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We could deluge for it actually too. We only have 1 Valakut in play, right? Alright. We need to find our copy of Lightning Bolt. Oh, you know what sucks? They get to just kill me on the stack with the ring trigger because of Valakut. Dang, we don't even have that bolt out. Unless there's something I'm forgetting. Leyline? Leyline doesn't do anything. Because I die to the board. Leyline would have been nice a bit ago. Alright, they got us. It's a good deck, especially with the ring. I think they drew 12 cards off of 2 rings that game. Definitely will lead to a victory. Sand looks good. Okay, Tron. I don't mind a little Tron final boss. Alright, I really don't mind a little Tron final boss. And we've got Commandeer for a Planeswalker. We are feeling good. Seems annoying for them. Alright, give us a land. That's okay. Yeah, I suppose we just want a basic if we're gonna be mooning. So if they have natural Tron, they get to deploy a worm coil. Is the scariest thing that we can't commandeer. So I think I'm going to ice the Urza's tower to prevent that. I'm assuming that means they don't have natural Tron and they're looking for it. Nice, we draw basic. That's gonna be good. 2 mines. Stirrings finds a power plant. They would be having Tron if not for Blood Moon. And everybody starts going crazy. Everyone starts throwing all their chairs. Everyone's just going ballistic. Non-basic lands are mountains? Are you kidding me? That's what they're saying all over the arena. Oh ho ho, you think you're slick. You think you've got something. Nah, give it over here. Gimme that. That's what he says. So do we deploy a clock or do we stay a little chilly? I'm gonna stay a little chilly for 1 more turn. Karn the Great Creator would be still very annoying. Although I guess in the hypothetical world where I played Fury, Karn would not be around. What if I let this resolve? No, I can't do that. Man, this One Ring card's pretty awesome, huh? Oh, nice. Well, not too much can happen to me now. Yeah, I think it's time to get the clock down. Can't keep Tron too much time or they're just gonna start hard casting everything. Alright. Opponents had enough. They're sick of seeing what this one ring card does on the other side of the table. Crumble to dust, Alpine Moon. I don't know if there's much else. Do we think he's on Handshake? They are on Handshake Tron. You know, it just won the Pro Tour, second in the Pro Tour. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say that it is possible. And let's cut Stern Scolding. Spellster has a few targets. Portable Hole. Could hit a map, but no. And Bolt. Nah, Tribal Flames is worse. I'm wondering about Emrakul would be really fun. I still haven't cast this card. I put this in so many of my decks. No, I can't do it. It's not for this matchup. Alright. Well. This hand looks... somebody not experienced in the modern format might look at this hand and say, well, you've got all you need. This will never beat Tron. But we'll just have to wait and see, because you'd be surprised in the year 2023 what Tron can do in these first 3 turns. Uh-oh. Wait a second. He tapped that land for 2 mana? Oh, it's just a relic. God bless. And another map. We're chillin'. Alright, let's get a blue, and let's get a white. Let's see what this Blood Moon card is capable of. Non-basic lands are mountains, you gotta be kidding me. So presumably this finds Boseiju. Oh no, this finds Forest. The Boseiju is in hand. I guess they just, if the Boseiju isn't in hand, you always want to draw the Forest first. So we're gonna pray that the Boseiju isn't in hand. Now the Boseiju is in hand. But we've got a card that they don't know about. Crumble to dust. Actually, what was the last thing they found? This could be really minor, but what was the last Tron land they found? Urza's Mine. So that means the mine they probably don't have in hand. So let's hit. What was the first Tron they played? Tron land. They started with a tower. Maybe that means they have 2 towers. No towers. Yeah, this looks like Handshake Tron, that's for sure. Though I don't see Urza's Saga. Alright, so we need to stop our opponent before they can get to 8 mana. That is the new objective. That's the current hand. A lot of scary stuff once they get to 8, that's for certain. And they found a Karn, which is annoying, for sure. And we don't exactly have a counterspell for it. Okay, now we have a remand for it. Let's pick up our friend. Man, the Boseiju. I mean the Karn. They played the Boseiju. That's what I was trying to say. That bought us a turn, but now what? I think we've got to cast this Lorien revealed. That's all I'm seeing. Oh wait, Island Cycle, of course. The fetch land that works under Blood Moon. Chromatic Sphere. Karn has been dealt with. Next things we know about are at 8 mana. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So we could Lutri, opt. Memory Deluge is awkward. You cannot actually Lutri it because the copy states it cares about how much mana was spent on it. Fortunately, I don't love these options. Well, we gotta take what we can take. We could still definitely lose this game. Yeah, we could definitely lose this game. Well, we can binding this, but we are certainly running out of answers. I think I'm gonna fire off a quick little Lutri opt. Oh wait, gotta start with opt, of course. Then the Lutri. Paying red. Subtlety, very good. Very good draw. Basic island. No, we can do better. Mana Leak. Mana Leak's super relevant now that the Tron lands are gone, actually, so these two draws were great. Another Worm Coil. I think I like subtletying this. Get the clock up to 6 a turn. If they keep it on top while they put it on bottom. I guess yeah, we know they're just trying to drop to they're not short on threats at all. Start with a consider. Snapcaster Mage, that's perfect. I think that kind of locks up this game. It's a really good draw. Our targets are pretty much everything. A lot of good stuff. The One Ring. So we can Snapcaster. I think I'm just gonna Mana Leak this. That one I don't want to remand because it's pretty easy for them to cast again. Let's see, I'm hitting them for 6. If I fire, that'd be 12. Snap fire to 10. I attack for 8. It's not quite lethal. Alright, we're gonna hold. Wow, I kind of keep forgetting how many good draws are in the deck because these are all great. I don't think, I guess maybe our opponent hasn't had time to put Giganta to hand. I don't remember if they tapped out every turn, but they may have forgotten. Karn. They already played their land. I think this is a good turn for a snap remand, which puts a lethal clock into play. And that should be that. All right. Well, for the first run, I think it was fun and seemed to have some potential. If you guys have ideas for cards or decks or anything to do with Lutri, let me know. And let's see what's in our treasure chest. Hooray! We got